Hey guys, it's your favorite pipeline nurse practitioner. I had somebody specifically ask me about soldering, brazing, and silfos for people in refrigeration and HVAC. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So soldering is lower temperature and brazing is higher temperature. Now, you're cooking metal, so it's fume and metal exposure just like with welding. But with soldering, your exposure is a little bit less because the hotter the temperature, the more the fumes and metal. And from what I understand, soldering is more common with plumbing and copper pipes, and brazing is more common with refrigeration and HVAC. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then he asked about silfos, phosphorus-based brazing. So phosphorus, copper and copper together at high temperatures. Silver brazing rods produce metal oxide fumes. Older rods can have cadmium in them. In general, it's nasal and lung irritation. You're breathing that stuff in. It can exacerbate asthma. Cadmium, you can have severe lung toxicity. Same with phosphorus, eye irritation, lung irritation, throat irritation. If you're working with galvanized metals, it gives off the zinc oxide, which makes you feel like garbage, and it's bad for your lungs. That's the one that causes metal fume fever. Oil, grease, paints, rust, whatever else is on the pipes that you're working with causes toxic fumes as well. Precaution-wise, usually the P100 respirator, depending on what you work with, you might have to put a different filter in it. Ventilation always. Keep your face out of the plume and wear eye protection, goggles, or safety glasses. The more fresh air, the better. If you're in a confined space, you absolutely have to have an appropriate respirator against the skin. No beards. Common symptoms HVAC and refrigerant people might experience similar to welders. Body aches, fevers, and chills after work or the next day. A metal taste in your mouth. Coughing or wheezing after you've been soldering or brazing. Chest tightness, shortness of breath. So the takeaway is, if you're burning metals and stuff that metals are covered in, your lungs are at risk. Metal fume fever can happen. With you guys specifically, soldering is lower risk than brazing, but anytime you're heating up metal, you're at risk. So PPE and ventilation. There you go. I hope it helps. Be careful out there.